Hey, stressed out moms and dads. Would your life be 100% better if your kids could get unupset all by themselves because they learned how to run their emotions while they were still at home? So what's the problem? Emotionally upset, frustrated, irritable, moody, grumpy, sad, and irascible children make terrible students and marginal family members. Over time, most of us learn the lessons we need to chill out and to take a calmer and steadier approach to life. But what if you could make sure your children start learning these lessons 10 to 20 years sooner? The problem is that running our emotions isn't natural, so it must be learned. Very little children are certainly free to express their emotions, but if you function that way as an adult, no one will want to hire you or befriend you. Bursting out into tears or pouting or grabbing stuff and crying out, "Mine, mine," just won't work. Friendships, college success, jobs, and even help at a store just won't happen if an older child, teen, adult behaves like a 2-year-old. When we are two people understand, and we look kind of cute, and we're little, but when we get bigger, people don't understand, and it just ain't cute anymore. Frankly, marriage is hindered too. What kind of dysfunctional, enabling person would be attracted to a dysfunctional 2-year-old-like person? Hey, mature people are attracted to mature people. So, actually, the quality of your child's marriage partner hangs in the balance. Well, what's the solution? Well, you don't have to hope they're getting to a place of listening to you or that they'll somehow learn it down the road. Now your children can start on the good path of less stress living by learning exactly how emotions work and what can be done to master them. We are not talking about New Age silliness or psychobabble, but the tried and true wisdom of the ages that makes for maturity. With our 10 foundational lessons and a few extras, your child is going to find at least one valuable tool, or 3, or 15, that will start to change everything. Our How to Run Your Emotions course contains all the lessons we worked on to cultivate in the lives of our 5 children we homeschooled from birth to college. Not only that, these are the insights we use to coach and counsel countless numbers of families just like yours. We really aren't offering a theory. We're offering the hard insights we've intentionally uncovered over a lifetime. Now, please understand, we had to go through a lot to learn the secrets we share here. We had son, daughter, son, all through the teen years. This year, 4 will be happily married, and the last one hopefully is off to a top-tier college. No drugs, no crazy promiscuity, no emo, goth, tatted socialists. Okay, none of those things are perfectly evil, but imagine the intense emotions that drive rebellion and weird individuality. Jody and I both come from alcoholic family backgrounds loaded with anger and trauma. We've been trained and prepared, and we have counseled and impacted in the thousands kids and parents and families, bit by bit making sense of how to arrive at a new and happy state of mind and new and happy relationships. Frankly, it's almost an act of faith to believe that just the right information and the right technique could make such a difference, but it does. When you understand how to use a hammer or swing a tennis racket or write an essay with the right technique, the results are usually dramatic. We are talking about watching some important lessons, taking a few notes, and practicing together as a family. In a way, nothing could be easier and harder than to be about the business of helping your kids emotionally mature as preparation for a successful life in a challenging world. How fast can you see emotions and upsets change? Well, how fast do you see upsets happen? Honestly, once you know the insights and techniques we're going to share, you can really see transformation happen in a moment. In fact, if you as a mom and dad will learn the lessons along with the kids, you'll know exactly what to say during any emotional upset. So what will the future be like if you follow our method? Just think about what it will be like when your child is upset with a sibling, or just lost a competition, or is having a conflict about friends. Instead of just giving the good advice you do, along with hurting alongside them, you can share a common language with proven strategies that you can use together to gain perspective and mastery over the upset. Even better, you'll see a day when your kids solve the upsets for themselves. Nothing is quite as cool as a child recounting to you at night something that happened during the day and how they approached it and conquered it themselves. There's another thing you'll see. Friends and family will comment on how mature and level-headed your children are compared to most kids in the world who are going to struggle into their 20s or 30s or later to learn how to lead and not follow their own emotions. Okay, so by now you may be wondering, who are you or who do you think you are? Well, I'm the dad of a family of 7 and have been married to Jody for over 32 years. We homeschooled the kids from birth to college, but also helped launch a thriving classical conversations-like private school in Midland, Texas. None of this explains why I might know something about running my emotions, but it does underscore why I relate most things to education. I was a full-time pastor in 2 churches for about 25 years. I also have written 8 books, coached dozens of organizations and churches along with their leaders, and earned a Bachelor of Arts, Master's, and Doctorate in Literature, Communications, Bible, and Applied Theology. None of that really qualifies me, except you can believe I've helped thousands of people in my lifetime through every imaginable issue. My real credential is that I grew up in an alcohol-damaged home, which drove me to seek the sanity I found in a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and the principles I share in this course. Now, I don't go all religious on you, and I don't try to convert anyone, but I do want to be honest and upfront here. I am a trained communicator. I taught communications at the University of Alabama, and I'm a devoted student of how we think. So you'll have to add Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius and some other clear thinkers to the mix as well. What will this do for your kids? Even though we can all imagine the great benefits of learning to run one's own emotions, there are a number of specific things how to run your emotions will give your family. It's practice-based, so every lesson can be used immediately, beginning with the first session. It's a solution and not a sampler, so it provides a foundation for a lifelong skill. It's single theme-based, so it's easy to understand and remember. Plus, your children can quickly learn to use it wherever they go. It's multi-principled, so there is at least one perfect technique for everyone, regardless of personality or learning style. It's adaptable, so your kids can design their own personal approaches to their own unique emotional challenges. It uses the principle of leverage, so small changes lead to big results in ending upsets, bad moods, etc. It's lifetime focused, so your child moves toward permanent transformation as an example to others. It's bite-sized, so it fits the needs of just about any age, which makes it a course for the whole family. Finally, it's drug-free, so your kids can be in control and learn to handle whatever comes at them in life without assuming a pill is always the cure for everything. What are others saying? Well, Sharon Kelly says, Sunday night, my 17-year-old was resistant and declared she knew how to manage her emotions just fine. She declined to sit with us, but propped on the edge of the sofa with her back to us. As the lesson continued, she relaxed back into the couch with us and tuned in. When it was over, she admitted she had not thought about your ideas before and learned something. She is looking forward to the next session. Christy Fowler adds, I don't know who has benefited more from Fred's How to Run Your Emotions course, my teenage daughter or me. The principles he teaches are easy to understand and apply. Teenage daughters go through many emotional changes, sometimes in the course of just a few minutes. Fred's teaching has been an eye-opener for her. My daughter says she's a lot calmer than she used to be and has gained insightful understanding. A great benefit my husband and I see is she's learning to think through her situations. I feel much more at ease with the idea of my daughter starting college away from home. I know she'll be better equipped to handle life. This course is filled with wisdom that prepares you for life. So what do you get if you sign up for How to Run Your Emotions today? Well, access to the 10-session video course. These lessons are built on the basic understanding that we are upset because we're thinking upsetting thoughts. Of course, if your child can learn how to direct and redirect her thoughts, then everything can change. You're about to get an approach which is loaded with specific techniques your kids and you can use to change everything. Session 1, why do we get upset and what can we do about it? Session 2, the Great Pyramid. Session 3, understanding the emotions game and how to win it. Session 4 is the easiest way to get unupset. Session 5, the calming power of logic. Session 6, overcoming the upsets of foinks and ideals. Session 7, overcoming anger in the would-should world. Unraveling false emotional beliefs is Session 8. Session 9, improving your life, improves your emotions. And Session 10, ninja tricks and a little help from your friends. All sessions come in downloadable audio files, MP3s. You get a complete cheat sheet for a quick review and emergency reminders. You get free access to periodic live coaching sessions where you can bring real life examples for personalized insight on the course principles, and lifetime access for every member of your family. Think about what you're about to get. Thousands of hours of research formed and applied in a real-life, practical family setting, proved in a sane family context. Our kids, Tripp, University of Texas, Austin, graduated magna cum laude. Currently a writer and business modeling warrior. He's written 4 books. You can see Fellowship, Light, A Shared Journey on Amazon. Laura, Abilene Christian University graduate, currently works for the St. Louis Cardinals. Her essay was used as a model in freshman English. Forrest, University of Texas, Austin graduated, currently a writer. He's written 5 books. You can see We Kill Death on Amazon. Holmes, University of Texas, Austin, a junior. Currently, he receives high grades. He has 2 of his papers that have been used as models in classes such as rhetoric and in communications. And Brooks, high school senior, perfect SAT math score of 800, recently completed and published his first book called Learning to Love Your Youth Group, which you can find on Amazon as well. We're not a perfect family, but we don't stay upset. We've been married for 32 years, and the kids are all very close to one another and very willing to challenge each other. Yes, and risk upsetting someone. But more than that, imagine your own family, your own children as they move into college and into life, or imagine yourself as you deal with the challenges of home and family. What would it mean to watch everyone begin to effectively guide their very own emotions? What would the calming effect of emotional mastery mean? Just one upsetting event in college that a student is ill-equipped for can mean the end of a scholarship, a career field, or even graduation. You and I both know this is 100% reality about college and emotional upsets. We could easily call this training How to Counsel Yourself. Now, can I add a bonus or two for you? You're going to also receive a supplemental lesson called Peace, Tranquility, and Control. Another supplemental lesson entitled How to Get Patience in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. You'll get a 1-year membership in our Family Success Coaching Club. That includes a monthly online live coaching meeting to talk about issues related to education and family, live and in the moment. It'll have training and it'll have discussion. Our Common Sense course on motivation and parenting, a copy of our book, The Absolute Quickest Way to Help Your Child Change. If you don't have an electronic version of it, you'll have one now. A full audio version of The Absolute Quickest Way to Help Your Child Change, so you can listen to the contents of how to organize and arrange the game around your kids so that they want to do the things you want them to do. What does it cost? Well, by way of comparison, personal counseling is anywhere from $80 to $120 an hour. And of course, if someone needs counseling, it is worth it. However, many of our issues come about because we've simply never learned how to run our emotions. That's all. Counseling will probably run about 10 sessions. So the cost is either going to be 80 times $10 or $800, or it's going to be $120 times 10 sessions, or $1,200. And let me remind you, that's just for one person. Today, How to Run Your Emotions is just $120, 1/10 of that $1,200 price, which will likely be the normal price in the future. Of course, it's still at $120. But actually, I want to do something above and beyond what you'd expect. My hope is to grow a trust relationship with you over time. And there's a simple way to do it. Not 120, but 97. Trust. You get the course at the additional discounted price. And then I improve it with your input if needed. And you experience the value and share it with others. Exactly what it's meant to you. And we grow the impact of this unique material. We might offer other material, but in a trust relationship, we're working together. How does that sound? Things risky, unless you know me and my blogs, videos, writing course, 25 years as a pastor, etc. You can guess I have my faults, but lack of integrity is not one of them. I keep my promises. In fact, if any of you have ever written me, you probably had me write you back that day. True? So, how can I take the risk off of you? Well, I could give you a number of days to try it and see if it works. But as I pondered this through, I really would rather guarantee the results you want. You want your children to be able to run their own emotions. That's what I want to guarantee. I want to guarantee that it works and that upsets chill way faster than before. So, here's the deal. Get How to Run Your Emotions and work through all the material. Then, if you don't see noticeable and positive changes in how the kids deal with their emotions or how you can now help them deal with them, then I will give you a free, private, one-on-one coaching session for us to work on a game plan to help your specific situation make use of the lessons in how to run your emotions. So, get it right now. Yes, now. Click the button and get on with helping your kids learn how to run their emotions.